Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Demo from Nexev, and I am here with... George? Do I believe you're the creator of this game?
I'm the one with the beautiful mind, yes.
Okay, because I thought I overheard you yesterday said you were the creator. George, the creator of Game of Ham. Can you tell us a little bit more about this game?
It's the game of hating all mankind. It's describable as Cards Against Humanity meets the board game Sorry, cranked a few notches darker. And it aims to improve the mechanics and replayability of that kind of game.
Alright, so we got a whole bunch of cards here, different colored cards, and a board game itself, so you can take whatever and show it up to the camera, read whatever out loud to us, and show us how it's played here.
Yep. So the way the game works is like Cards Against Humanity. It's the same kind of idea with questions and answers, which you can kind of see there in the camera. And as you win question cards, there are numbers at the bottom, kind of hard to see it, and those numbers are what push you across the board. And a little hard to show it, but here's the board.
We'll take B footage after.
Sure. You start at the white, you finish at the gold. The board is double-sided, and you can mix and match however you want. As long as it connects, it's fair game. And as you land on these different spots, you start picking up different ability cards. Things like swapping the answer cards in your hand, playing twice in a round, forcing the judge to pick a different card because clearly they chose wrong, or if you just want to be a jerk, make your friend sit out. And there's also tons of optional rules in this game, which are one of the unique features, including the popular ones like drinking, smoking, and punishing your friend rules. But to give you an idea of just how much this ham is packing, this here's the rulebook. It is 24 pages, 5 different game modes, and over 50 optional mix and match rules you can pick and choose and play how you want. But that's also scary, which is why we got this here too.
The lazy shit's guide.
Because we understand. Not everyone wants to read.
That's me.
And we have a 5-minute video
board
too.
Games, because I'm just like, I watched the video last night on your website.
The one on the website, there's also one on the YouTube channel too.
Okay, I didn't see the YouTube one. I went on your website and seen
That's also a pretty easy one to understand too.
The, like,
and that's in 2 minutes.
Instruction guide or whatever.
There you go. And it's also the only board game you can play with 16 players. That's one of the unique features to this game. And this one you can't see on the camera, but the other thing that sets it apart, I don't know if you could feel it yourself, would be simply the weight of this bad boy.
Oh, geez.
That is 4 pounds, over 800 cards, and a shit ton more.
That's a lot of ham.
Oh yeah, roughly on theme.
Why ham specifically?
Game of hating all mankind.
Oh my god, it makes sense now.
It even says it in the fine print.
Huh.
I'm a fan of disguising things as something innocent but be sort of sinister. And that's exactly where the title comes from. And in fact, if you read the descriptions on all those, there's tons of Easter eggs in that.
I love references.
It's one of those things you could play the game 20 times and then realize something for the first time. And that's one of the things that makes the writing a little bit stronger in this one, because obviously when you have replay value, there's a lot more. And there's a bunch of new types of cards, including stuff like the new innovation to write in, where instead of creating a card from scratch, you have a card and you just fill in one word, and it could get very personal with some of the suggestions. And there's a lot more going on, but there's stuff like countering people's ability cards, and then the ability cards that just say fuck you to your friends. But yeah, that's kind of the idea of what the game of hating all mankind's about.
Okay, that explains why the ham has a gun in your hollow thing here that isn't picking up in the camera.
Oh, there you go.
Right now it has a hat, for those that can't see.
A ham for every occasion.
But you said yesterday that every question could go with any answer,
yes,
right?
That's actually one of the small but major innovations, where every question card and every answer card grammatically go together. Like here, you could pick any random card you want. And you could go ahead and read that out loud for the camera.
A proclivity for screaming at the elderly.
That's what the porn started with. It's also why mommy won't stop crying. And it's also what's the source of U.S. pride. And what's the most traumatizing. It'll work every time. Now, don't get me wrong, it's up to the player to actually decide what's funny and what's not. But in terms of making every card work together, I did my job. And a cool thing about this, too, is because of this new sort of, I'll call it a mechanic, where every question card and answer card grammatically go together. Are you familiar with Rando and Cards Against Humanity?
Yeah.
In this game, Rando will kick your ass as a result of the grammar actually working. And when you toss in optional drinking and optional smoking rules, you don't need to have a single friend to have the ultimate party of one. And that's a unique feature as well.
That is awesome. And where can people order or find this game?
Sure, you could order it on our website, and, well, we could put that right to the camera too. Right there. That's where you could get to the website and order it online.
All right. So thank you so much for your time.
Thank you for dropping by.
It's early in the morning. I don't even think this marketplace is open yet, so I'm just like,
You got 30 minutes to wander a little.
yeah.